skphile here with a combo video. I'll show you some mini living dioramas, some props, and hauls from the Dollar Tree and Goodwill. So, first up, you saw this in the background of the last video, but I didn't talk about it. This is a little mini living diorama with moss and small plants. Just water this and it'll continue to grow as long as it gets some sun. It's a little Lego halo figure and the title block from the Lego set. This is made very simply, and one of the key things is to save these take-home coffee cup lids from Starbucks. They have this nice hole in it. It's great for drainage. So that acts as my secondary base here. The water drains into charcoal and small rocks. So that's all that is. Sit there and be nice. This one, I cut off the top of a sanitizing gel container, and again, rock, moss, and lichen. And this one's called Ancient UFO Crash Site, because you see the UFO has oxidized and rusted over time, crashed and landed up on the side of this mountain. It might even have been embedded in a glacier and melted to reveal it. This one's kind of interesting. Same type of deal on the bottom. It's just another cup with I put screen there, and then charcoal and rocks so you can water it, and the moisture just goes to the bottom and doesn't create mold. So those are a couple little mini dioramas you could have on your desk. As far as props, over here, a few more props I made. These are most of these are not condensers, capacitors. Had a brain freeze there. So I just cut the capacitor and took the innards out, and these are the back of buttons. The two-part button, I just take the back off, and so those are the tops on some of these. The rest are just regular buttons. Put the light over here. These are actually knobs, stereo knobs. I took apart a stereo, so you can make different laboratory containers. And I made some kind of laboratory instrument. These rubber strips are going to be for the petri dishes, so I'll put them on there. Okay, what are these weird horn-like things? So I'll have this very odd spruce tree that produces these strange pine cones, and when the pine cones fall off, this is what's left, and we trimmed a tree, and so I secured these, and I thought, wow, I can make alien plants, there could be horns, all sorts of ideas. So, to the haul. So this is the combination of the dollar store and Goodwill. So at the dollar store, I got skeleton garland. Of course, each is $1. And I'm planning on mummifying these guys and corpsing them using techniques I learned from monster tutorials by Eduardo Talbert. If you haven't seen his tutorials, you got to check him out. He's got some awesome ideas. So I'm going to use some of this bandage tape to make the mummy's outfit. Some of the stuff from that guy there. Also, I'm going to use, he's got this awesome technique using these disposable gloves. You cut the fingers and thumb and use those to turn the guy into a corpse using a heat gun. I got this guy simply to take apart for the light source inside. That's something you need to look for when you're at the thrift store. What can you take apart and use the parts? Some other interesting things. Here's a Goodwill find. This cool Boston Tea Party box. It's a tea box, of course. I also got this. This is magnetized, as a matter of fact. Some tacky glue at the 99-cent or the Dollar Tree. I got all these containers at the Dollar Tree, including the glitter ones. I'll take the glitter out and I'll have those small vials. Goodwill, I got these spice containers. Found BB-8. These are cool. Actually commemorative coasters from the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose. I've been there. It's pretty creepy. I think I paid $1 for those. Some nail hardener I use for different applications. You say, well, why would you buy these? Well, I'll show you why. Because I knew you could peel off this part and have these cool aluminum tubes. What I'll use them for? Oh, I got a lot of ideas there. Since they're vintage, the glue that holds them on doesn't hold them on anymore. Also got this thing. It's like a carousel to put stuff in. These are shower curtain holders. And notice I took this part off already. You go, well, how'd you do that? Aren't they welded or something? No, they're cheap. I said, I bet I know how I can get these off. Just go like this. Yeah, that's it. Old. The glue is shot. That's all it took to get those off. So you got these cool things. Be hubcaps, flying saucers, all sorts of things. Then you take the hook off, file down the end. You got a cool looking pot. So those are cool. By the way, what is this little pile? Well, this is stuff I just picked up from the ground. This was out in front of Rite Aid, so was that. This was outside Goodwill, these two pieces. This is almost looks like a lamp. So I'm always looking for stuff on the ground. I got this turkey baster for $1 at the dollar store, just to use to remove liquid and put it in places. I got 2 more of these. You've probably seen one of these already in a diorama. These are shelves, but I use them as benches. They work perfectly as lab benches. And here's the major things. I got this cool apocalyptic looking Camaro. It's like a 67 Camaro, I think. And it's already got a lot of apocalyptic things going on. And this huge, I think it's a Ford, I don't know what it is, SWAT van, which is really cool. It's actually remote control. It does work, although I'm not really concerned about that. The lights look pretty cool. So I'm going to modify that. I don't like the wheels. The wheels are a little too blingy. Then this thing I got for 99 cents. It's a G.I. Joe thing, I think. I don't know. but I liked the tracks on the side, and I thought, you know, that engine in the back, I could take it apart, and who knows what things I might use. So there's the haul, and that's about all I got for you. So for BB-8 and the Mini-Dioramas, I'm out.